Hello folks, welcome to OTD, also known as On the Deck, where you can get all the sports you need in 10 minutes. My name is Adam Orduna. This is my mom, Gina.
He's the journalist.
She's the enthusiast.
I am enthusiastic because the NBA's acting up. We can talk about that.
The NBA's been acting up all season, as you guys know.
It has been.
We have been talking a lot of NBA. We still aren't even to the All-Star break yet, and all we've talked about is the drama and drama and drama that continues to unfold.
The Jumpman Batman.
The Jumpman Batman.
Michael Jordan has to come in with the commissioner.
The Charles Oakley incident with the Knicks, and we got LeBron complaining about everything going on. Now
and then you got KD.
KD and Russell Westbrook have been at odds since the summer when Kevin Durant decided to take his talents up north to San Francisco or the Oakland area to where the Golden State Warriors are at. And so we don't actually know the full details of what went down between them.
Let me tell you what I heard.
But this is what we have heard.
Let me tell you.
Go ahead and you tell them what you know.
The word on the street is that after they lost to the Dubs in the finals,
the Western Conference Finals, yeah,
that KD was like, "That's it, I'm out. I want to leave." And the rumor was, because he was a free agent, we knew that.
Correct.
And so the rumor was that he approached Steve Kerr, or had his people reach out to Steve Kerr and say, "Hey, KD might be interested." In response, Steve Kerr sent the crew that, that was Clay and Draymond, and I believe Steph was in on that too.
Oh, yes.
And that they flew out to the East Coast, hit him up in the Hamptons or some secret island getaway.
Because he's from the East Coast there, from the D.C. area.
And flew out and said, "Hey man, look, this is what we've got going on." He and Draymond, the Dark Knight.
Well, they have been friends. They've been texting. Yeah, correct.
They were friends anyway, and that they just said, "Hey, look, we've got great swag. We love what you got. Why don't you come join us?" And then the decision was made.
Right.
But the drama comes in because supposedly his boy, his number two, his major domo, Russell Westbrook, heard about it on a text?
It was I think it was a text, or basically he found out by his phone, but not from KD necessarily.
Hey, Adam, I'm leaving the show.
Hey, let's go to dinner. I got something on my mind. Yeah,
I got to take care of me.
Look,
I got to
leave
leave
things
the
I
show.
had to handle. There was none of that.
Here, check your phone.
Hit the timeline real quick. Hit the top line. Yeah, exactly.
When you see me sitting on somebody else's show in my T-shirt.
Right.
So let's just assume that Russell Westbrook felt certain feelings about that.
And rightfully so.
Correct.
He's validated in that.
Listen, and KD has the right to play wherever he wants to.
Yes, he does.
But the fact is, Russell may have had some feelings. And for the first time, they've played now 3 times. Both the times have been at Golden State.
Yes.
KD came back to Oklahoma City and played the Thunder at home. And whoo, the drama did not disappoint.
Well, and the fans were outrageous.
Showed out.
They forgot how quickly they didn't have a pro basketball team before Kevin Durant was drafted, originally by the Sonics.
Thank you.
And their front office said, "Hey, it's cheaper for us to live in Oklahoma City. We have a great player, Kevin Durant, that we can market. Let's move down there." And instead of him throwing a fit and saying, I live in Seattle now, why do I need to go to Oklahoma City? He was gracious and amazing about the whole process and helped build up that city. Bricktown is popping off because of all the things that he's been doing. Now, they do have the Mickey Mantle statue and all that.
Been to the great city of Oklahoma City. They have a downtown called Bricktown. It's nice.
It is a nice area. It's very
building up,
cool area.
But
yes,
it's still building. It's not done yet.
Right. There's a lot of construction, so that's good. But all of that money that has been infiltrated has been because of the Thunder, because of Kevin Durant.
And by the way, he still gave over $50,000 to one of the schools there, one of the little private elementary schools there in Oklahoma City this year.
While he was in Golden State.
He's already gone.
Exactly.
He doesn't live there anymore.
His ties are still there in Oklahoma City. And so there's a lot of things that he has done for that entire area. And for them the fans speaking, for them to show out like he was the worst person to ever walk the planet was just a bit much for me. Well,
part of my issue was fans are going to be fans, and fans are going to burn jerseys and hold up cupcake signs and do all that kind of mess, which I think is ridiculous. But one of the things I did hear was that at the beginning, when they were showing highlight videos, they could have shown videos of Durant.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, this is how I roll. Just so you know your mom.
Yeah.
I'd have had every Durant slam dunk. Matter of fact, I'd have showed the highlights when we were beating the Warriors last year with Durant in a Thunder jersey.
Right.
That's how I would have had the video. And I would have made sure he knew you were us. We helped you. You know, we were a part of each other. I would not have just pretended like he was never there and then just snubbed my back at him. I think that's classless, and I think it's very Cleveland Cavalier-like.
Well, and again, the fans can correct on that. The fans can feel the way that they want to feel because they're fans. They buy the tickets. They're the ones that fill up the arena. But at the end of the day, Kevin Durant was the one that got that play started.
Exactly
now,
right.
Russell Westbrook and the teammates, they can be upset. They can
all day
feel
long.
a certain way all day long. Look, we were in this thing together. Now you jump ship to the team that beat us.
The team that beat us.
You know, hey, they feel they're validated in how they feel. So I'm not really upset with them, but I just really feel like the fans. Look, you can do what you want to. You're at a pro arena. You can say and scream what you want to. But at the same time, if it wasn't for Kevin Durant, y'all wouldn't have a place to be in the first place. So I think they could have been more gracious about having him back home for the first time.
Well, real quick, to wrap this up, are you Team KD or Team Westbrook?
Wow, that's a really tough thing. You getting phone calls?
I am literally on live air right now getting phone calls.
That's
so
all right. You know,
sorry.
It happens.
It's live.
That's what happens. Okay.
Sorry, Facebook.
No, hey, you know, it is what it is.
Let me go ahead
But
and turn that off.
honestly, I'm on Team KD for this situation because he's done everything that he can do possibly to try to get them a championship. He's got them to the finals. He's got them to conference finals. He's got them a league MVP. He's brought that town so much excitement. And the last thing that he wants to do is basically just die in the city where he feels like he's not going to be able to do anything. And so he's in the prime of his career, the prime of his life, and he felt like he needed to make a life and business decision, and so he did that. As far as Russell Westbrook goes, he's an elite athlete. He's a premier player. I love me some Russell. I wish he would go ahead and make a move after this season as well so he doesn't also die in Oklahoma City. I think he needs to go on and have a chance to win somewhere where he really can win. Billy Donovan is a great coach. He's going to get the shaft if that does happen. But at the end of the day, if a player feels like they have an opportunity to go somewhere, they need to do that. I was happy when LeBron went to Miami. When players make moves to make other decisions for their life, I think that's totally fine. And so I'm on Team KD as far as that goes.
Well, I'm going to take Team Westbrook on this, and it's nothing against KD. I think he's wonderful. I love his relationship with his mom.
Yes.
And by the way, the fans were abhorrent to her. Shame on you. Anybody who was talking nasty about her son where she could hear you, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Right.
But I'm Team Russell on this because Russ is the guy that stays.
Yep.
And quite frankly, that's who you've always been. That's certainly who I am.
Yeah.
I have nothing against KD going. It's me saying Team Westbrook does not mean I'm anti-KD.
Right.
I'm just saying Russ, I think, needs all the love and support he can get. The man is a baller. He still put up 40-plus points in their loss.
Yes.
So I guess I just got to send my heart out to Russ.
My heart goes out to Russ as well, and that was well said. I totally agree with you. And we've been saying this. If there's someone that needs to be complaining about a team, it's Russell Westbrook.
Not LeBron
James at all. So it's one of those situations where if Russ wants to complain about not having help, he's validated in that as well.
Not LeBron James.
Yeah, so
okay? I'm sure Russ would trade his lineup with your lineup right now.
You know, he would love to have a ring on his finger right now.
Well, how would he like to have Kevin Love, Kyle Korver,
Kyrie Irving,
J.R. Smith,
Richard Jefferson, Iman Shumpert? I mean, come on. Tristan Thompson. Tyronn Lue. I mean, come on. Anyways, you know what? We got other stuff we got to talk about real quick.
We got to move on.
On our title of the show, we do have NCAA, and that is in ties with college basketball.
Yes.
The UConn women just won their 100th straight consecutive victory. That is impressive on all levels. As much as you may love or hate what's going on there, that is extremely impressive. They still have to go out and execute and win games. 100 straight victories. That is amazing. Congratulations to them.
It would really be 148. They lost in 2014 in overtime to Stanford by 2 points.
Right.
Like it's literally like 150 straight wins.
Yeah, they are on a whole nother level right now.
I actually have a whole bunch to say about that. But
that's on another episode as well. But that's a really big accomplishment, and so congratulations to those ladies up there in Connecticut. And then we want to talk about the new seedings that have come out for the NCAA men's side of the tournament.
Let me do the
and so, you know, it's a big deal because it's a sneak peek of what may come about of the seedings. You have the first round, second, and third round and fourth round that they have put out there already. It's already premature, but it is a look-see of what really could happen in the next couple weeks.
Well, to me, let me say this. I feel like it's a big deal in as much as it's much ado about nothing.
Right.
Because right now you're going to play, the seedings came out. Kansas played 2 games since then. They're #1 seed, which is great.
Right.
They could have lost both those games because they were in dogfights.
Almost
against both
did.
Baylor
Won
and
by
TCU.
Texas Tech. Yeah, they won on the road by 1 point to Texas Tech.
And had a miraculous comeback last night against
West Virginia.
I mean,
so they exactly.
It wasn't Baylor, and then Baylor, which I do think it's cool to show that you've got 2 Big 12 teams in there. But here's my point.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like I'm rambling, but here's my point. Yep. In basketball, you don't have to do what you do in college football. In college football, you play 1 game a week, and some teams have a bye week. In basketball, you're playing 2 or 3 games in a week. So the winners and losers and who's the top of your division.
It's a revolving door most of the time.
That is a revolving door. Yeah. And so to put something out in February about who you think where teams are going to be seated come March is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I think it was just a grab for attention.
Yes, it was.
You already have the number 1 through 25, and that thing rotates all the time. So to say, if we played the tournament today, here's our number 1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s for each region. Right. That's baloney sauce. And we have Gonzaga could go on a losing streak.
Well, and then there's still all the conference tournaments that still have to be played, and so you still have to finish the season and then the conference tournaments, and then it's like, okay, then we'll finalize what's going on. But it's just for publicity and to get people interested for the tournament.
Well, we're already interested.
And we're already
So
once football season ended, we just can't wait for March Madness. So
correct, we're all in. And the Big 12, by the way.
Oh, Kansas City's about to be live this year. Can't wait for it.
Yes.
Downtown's gonna be popping off.
Join us.
Oh,
all of our relatives who keep saying you want to be on the show,
come to Kansas City. We'll do it.
Big 12
we'll already do a special downtown, but we definitely want to do our show. If anyone wants to come join us during that time frame,
we don't know everybody.
Well, if you're interested, hit us up and let us know, because we would love to have you on the show, and we're excited for the Big 12 tournament.
Is here. So anyway,
yes, we just want to say we appreciate your time, folks, and continue to follow us on all of our social media. Please like our Facebook page. Continue to follow us on YouTube, Twitter. We just want to say we appreciate your time, folks.
Thank you.